The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the first play of the game. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Wait.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 20. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. A big play there, Carr to Cooper, and even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And running right through it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Garoppolo on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They run it with McCammon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Go ahead. 12, fellas, here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
One, Omaha.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Jarek McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think. Look at what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We're good.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, Dumbo.
On play action, now Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, go Chief. You got 56 there. Take 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eli Harold coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Down. 180. Go Chief.
Carr now to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
On 1st, here's Washington. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
93. 93. Get down, 734. 180. Check. Hey, 734.
Carr going to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Go Chief.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
24.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. Back with more after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Get set. 280. 734. Right down. 29. 29. 694.
Here's Carr. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
13. Yes.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Garcon. He's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
735. 808.
Now a play fake. Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Purdue. Get set. Blue 80.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. Still going. Now he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Get set. 180.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Down. Blue 80. 808. Let 5-man box.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first. To start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Washington to begin the drive, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Monday down. Down.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Get set. Wide 85.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
12.
Mine's 54.
Flag!
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Get set!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Twenty-one. 12, fellas, here we go.
This is Breida, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Check.
Go ahead.
Wide Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
29. 7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards.
You got 4. Get set. Blue 80.
Carr now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
4 down, check.
On play action, now Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
808.
A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 51 yards. Carr gives it off to Washington. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
808. 29. 29. 280.
On second down, here's Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, guys, check me out. Down. Wide 85.
Now Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it. Got his man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro, Navarro Bowman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check your backer, check your backer.
I got you. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Single down. 185. 734. Right there, right there.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara.
Here we go. Hey, Purdue. Everyone's got four down. Down.
On first down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
No. 3 down. Get down. Blue 80. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Get down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Raider 1. 694. Down. 185.
On first down, Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jeremiah Tauchu able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Down! Blue 80! Check 59, Mike!
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got 3 down. Down! 185!
To throw his car. Cooper's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Down. You wide, 88. 48.
Again, it's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
3 down. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Slow.
First carried out for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Griffin on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gould now out to kick it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, Lynch. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they